Have you ever dealt in the world of finances at all, or is all this going to be brand new for you?
Nope, this would be brand new for me, but it's what I wanted, the direction that I wanted to get into, because I feel like if I'm telling people to grow wealth and grow generational wealth and generational success, then I need to be able to offer that.
Queen, you are talking our language. So I'm gonna take you through this real quick. We're gonna see like how this feels to you.
Okay.
Um, so the name of our company is Nove, right? And
Mm-hmm.
Nove literally means new beginnings. Uh, it's also the plural of a nova. So it's like the coming together of superstars. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Um, because at the end of the day, what we know is that people need a new beginning. I was one of them, as a matter of fact, because I had just come off about 9 years ago now, a horrible divorce. And then my father passed away just as we were starting to kind of rekindle our relationship. And
Mm-hmm.
then kind of like in that same like 18-month time span, my stores got raided. I hired this knucklehead. He did some nonsense, story for another day, but they ended up arresting me on
Oh
felony
wow.
charges, no less. Yeah, they did a synchronized raid, ATF jackets, the
Oh
whole
my
nine.
gosh.
Before you know it, I'm homeless because like I
Wow.
had no other source of income. I've never had a job in my life. All I've ever been is sort of like a hustler, you
Uh-huh.
know. But that was a day, that was the moment that I became an entrepreneur. Because adversity has a way of like introducing you to yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
And
right.
it's almost like you find yourself at this crossroads. Like, okay, am I gonna, rob, cheat, steal, or am I gonna become a servant leader? And
Mm-hmm.
I'm so proud to say that I chose correctly. The first place you get anything is in your mind.
Mm-hmm.
And lucky me, my father had me growing up around all of these books and stuff because that was our family's whole thing. He had a bookstore called Pyramid Books, books by and about people of African descent. With the
Oh,
whole
okay.
vibe being like it's all about us building up the community, building a sense of cultural esteem, not always thinking the white man's ice is colder all the time. And
Right.
I guess that brings us full circle to where I am now. Because Queen, I have no college degree. I have no discernible skills. Like you ask some of my family members, I ain't even all that smart. You know what I'm saying? But
Mm-hmm.
here I went from homeless to a multi-million-dollar net worth. And it's all because I have a heart for service. All because I have like, I'm relentless. That is one skill I got. I'm relentless and I'm a student. And I think what saved me is that I just really want to help people. And
Right.
goodness knows people need help right now. Like when you look at these statistics, these are the kinds of things that like make my heart ache. When you're talking about
Mm.
43 million people having a credit score in the 500s or lower, that's jacked up. When
Yeah.
you're talking about
And a
six
lot of
out of
them are
10,
black.
listen, when you're talking about 6 out of 10 Americans ain't even got $1,000 put away for a crisis, where they'd have to borrow money if an emergency came up. People around here riding around on bald tires, risking their life when it rained with their kids in the
Mm.
car, living
Mm-hmm.
paycheck to paycheck. It's just ridiculous. But
It
but
is, and it's so, I don't mean to cut you. It's so funny that you use those examples because I was talking to my sister the other day about facing reality in different, perspectives in her life. And I asked her, I said, "Are your finances in order? Like, if something came up and you needed to move to another place, or, I said, if somebody busted all four of your tires, could you replace them? Like, do you have enough money to even secure in an emergency?" And she was like, "No, honestly, I don't."
and check this out. If you've been working 10 years and you ain't got $10,000 put aside, that means
Mm-hmm.
you haven't saved $20 a week. Think about that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what did I do? I just increased your awareness. Like I just increased someone's awareness. And that's what Novea is here to do. Because every one of those statistics you saw is proof that the opposite of wealth ain't poverty. The opposite of wealth is mismanagement. We just aren't aware that the moves we're making lead us into the poorhouse. And so that's what Nove is here to do. Inspire people to get more, educate them on how to go about it, and provide opportunities to make it happen. You do not need to be an expert to do this, Queen. Like, you don't need no certificates. You don't need no licenses. You don't need no trade certifications. And I'm about to show you how you can start a business working from the safety and comfort of your home, where you can make 4 figures, 5 figures, 6 figures a month, if that's what you want to do, just by building a community. This is our CEO. He started his first business, you know, he was 20. Grew up in the projects of South Georgia. His first book was called The Fatherless Father, because he had never met his father, you know. Been married about 15 years, you know, just an amazing dude. All these statistics are awesome. You know, who's who of business and finance in America, and, you know, Beta Gamma Sigma, that's the honor society with all the CEOs and vice presidents and presidents of these Fortune 500 companies, right? Like FedEx, Coca-Cola, all of that. On and on and on. But what I'm most proud of is that he's already, that we as a company have already helped over 70,000 clients get ownership ready. Queen, our stated purpose is closing the wealth gap by closing the ownership gap. That's our whole purpose. I don't know if you've heard this before. I was talking about it in Houston, but the average white family is worth about 200,000. Average Latin family is worth about 20,000. Average Black family is worth about $1,700.
Wow.
It's ridiculous because we don't own nothing. You know what I mean? So that's our purpose, to close the wealth gap by closing the ownership gap. And we got a plan. Matter of fact, that's his latest book, The Plan After Police Reform. Super cool. You know, we believe that in our community, we get real hype off emotion, but a lot of times we don't focus on the economics.
That's right.
We don't care nothing about you letting us sing, lift every voice and sing at a football game. We don't care nothing about you changing the Aunt Jemima bottle. Give us access to capital.
That's right.
Give us access to resources so we can get invested. You know what I mean? So we're Inc. 5,000 fastest growing company in America. We got celebrated all over the country. This was one of my favorites right here.
What's up? It's the Shark here, Damon John, and I want to congratulate my fellow Sharks, Rico, Hazik, Shanae, and all the affiliates nationwide. And I want to tell you, congratulations for Nove and for making the Inc. 5,000 as one of the fastest growing companies in America out of more than 7 million. In fact, number 2,037. Now that is a hard number to beat. Trust me, you would be more than half the list. So I want to make sure that I congratulate you, because that's what I call display of power.
That's one of my favorite books from him, Display of Power. All right, so here's our success ladder, Queen. This is what you're going to be helping people do for their families and for the community, right? First is helping our community get bank accounts. Second is building personal credit so we can prepare them from home ownership. The third one is building business credit, you know, and I'll talk about the nuances. The fourth one is helping them get funding and lending. Number 5 of 7 is this whole idea of consumer financing. I'll share a little bit about that. Number 6 is investing in real estate, the ultimate piggy bank. And then number 7 is the world of trusts, you know, because success without a successor is the ultimate failure. All right, so let's get into it. The first one is helping the underbanked and unbanked. I don't know if you know this story, but Frederick Douglass took $10,000 of his own money and helped back the first Black bank. It was called the Freedmen's Bank. I find that story amazing because he was born a slave and still had $10,000. In today's money, that'd be like $12, $13 million, right?
Right.
A lot of people was born free and they ain't got $10,000 in 2021 money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's ridiculous.
Yeah, you're right.
It's ridiculous. And so I love the idea that he was able to do that. But here's what happened. To this day, that is still the only bank the government ever let fail. You know that? Like tens of thousands of Black people lost every dime they had. I think that's why a lot of us are still scared of banks. And we use bank of the shoebox or bank of the mattress. We're going to change all of that. Another point is that, in the words of Jay-Z, industry shady, it need to be taken over, right? If you look at the fact that the rich are getting richer and the poor are getting poorer, I'll give you that. But my problem is that the rich are getting rich off the poor. I'll give you an example. With these banking fees, how banks make billions of dollars a year off insufficient fund fees? That ain't right. That means they're literally getting rich off people who don't have it.
That's right.
Oh, so what we've got is online banking, right? So 0 setup fee, 0 monthly fee, 0 ATM withdrawal fee, no customer service, no overdraft fees. They just gonna go to your website, Vanessa, click on online banking. They don't even have to pay shipping and handling for the card. They're gonna get a virtual card as well as a physical card, and they're off to the races, starting to build some kind of relationship with a bank so they can begin to get access to all these resources out here so they can change your life. The next one is building personal credit. Everything we do is fintech based. So with us, you get online budgeting, debt elimination. You get a credit score simulator that kind of tells you what will happen to your score if you apply for this card, or if you buy this, or if you pay this off. It's amazing. You may come in with a 639, right? In this case, and then we can already predict you'll get 90 points from the score builder, another 78 from the score master. It's an amazing piece of technology because everything we do is fintech based. It's all financial technology, you know, so it's designed to make everything real easy breezy. You don't mail any letters. You ain't got to lick no stamps. Nove's doing all that for you. And when you join, when you become a business owner with us, they repair your credit just to make you product of the product. They do that for free. So it's really cool. We're real big on 800 credit scores because the 800 is worth $100,000. You know, put 1,000 800s in your city, that's $100 million we just put in the city. That moves the needle.
Yeah, it does.
You know, they trolling me right now on Instagram because I was just doing this podcast with his brother, Jay Morrison. You ever heard of Jay Morrison?
I've heard that name before.
Yeah, so I was on his podcast and everybody's mad at me because I was like, you want to cure police brutality? Fix the credit score. Because when you raise the credit score, people become homeowners. Homeowners vote, and the sheriff got to run for election. I ain't saying it happens overnight, but I'm saying it's going to happen over time.
Yep, that's right.
And these are some of my mentees right here. I don't know if you ever heard of Freedom, Georgia. You heard of Freedom, Georgia?
You hear that?
I think so.
These 19 families came together to buy this land.
Freedom.
Yeah, I remember reading about that.
Yeah, so it's the start of city for Black people. It was sparked by this whole George Floyd thing. People having rough conversations with their children about why are we hated?
It feels amazing.
I mean, it's just wow. But these are mentees of mine.
Renee Walters is one of them. She's president of the Freedom Georgia Initiative. It's a collective of 19 Black families who recently bought this land. This dream all started a few weeks ago during Renee's typical morning call with her friend.
They're talking about my morning call every morning.
Did you see the article about Toomsboro?
And that article was in my Facebook group. You know what I'm saying?
Small town was sale. Just a bundle of a few dozen homes.
Here with some additional members of the Freedom Georgia Initiative, our president, CEO, and managing partner. We want to tell you about Nove Money.
You get it. But my point is we're here to help with home ownership, land ownership, business ownership. And business ownership is what this one is about, business credit. Because with personal credit, the more you use, the lower your score drops. With business credit, the more you use, the more they give you. And so we can literally get you to the point where you can transfer the debt from your personal credit to your business credit, and then they both skyrocket. And then you can go back and apply for more because now your personal credit looks so good. Plus, with personal credit, you'll usually end up paying 3 to 5% with the business credit, you only have to pay back 1%. I mean, it's just a beautiful system. So our program helps you work on the personal credit, guarantees you $50,000 in funding. By the time we get you to $50,000, you pretty much be off to the races, right? Now you can pretty much take it from there. But what's beautiful is when you become an affiliate with us, this is what I mean about you being able to start a business from home and make 4, 5, 6 figures a month. Queen, when you become an affiliate with us, they can get this no money down. You still get paid the next Friday. You're getting paid before they've even made a payment. That's phenomenal. Step number 4 is the funding and lending. I know you're in the clothing game, so you know about the supply chain crisis. You watched all these products, how they're skyrocketing, taking way long. Well, a container load from China was about $4,500. like a 40-foot container. Do you know that same container load is now like $35,000?
Wow.
No business can absorb that kind of cost of goods increase. So they pass it on to you, right? So that means businesses need funding and people need loans. It's a good time to be in the money game because with Nove, they go to your website, they click apply, you get paid. When they get funded, you get paid.
Oh, wow.
and it's 0% interest. You're not filling out no certificates. You're not taking no licensee exams. Just because you join Nove, it's just a business in a box for you. It's really cool. Then there's high ticket items that need Nove financing. I don't care if it's a life coach or a dentist. Vanessa, I don't care if it's somebody that does cosmetic surgery or a veterinarian. Like me and my lady got English bulldogs. A couple weeks ago.
Oh, that's a good business.
What'd you say?
I said that's a good business with those dogs.
Yeah, we don't even breed them. We just love them. You know, they so ugly, they beautiful, you know? It's crazy. But one of them needed a $2,000 surgery a few weeks ago. Do you know the vet offered to put our dog down?
Oh, wow.
Now, here's the thing. If he'd have had financing, he'd have got his whole $2,000 in 48 hours, even though we wouldn't have had to make a payment for 30 days. And then the payment would have only been $40. So this is a game changer.
Yeah,
if I'm the client, I don't need pay stubs. I don't need tax documents. All I need is a 600 credit score, $25,000 a year in annual income, and I can get financed. And when you sign up these different businesses, you're now putting yourself in position to get paid every month off all their processing volume.
Oh, wow.
It's amazing. Step number 6 is real estate investment education. We all want to secretly know how to do real estate, but we don't want to learn from the late night commercial dudes. So this is like on-call mentoring, on-demand education. So you got the curriculum, you got the mentors that you can call when it's time to find the deal, analyze the deal, fund the deal. And again, people can get this program no money down. You still get paid the next Friday. You're getting paid before they've even made a payment. One piece of game I learned from this program, when you drive into one of those neighborhoods and they're parking cars on the grass, trash everywhere, that's where you want to do a buy and hold. These people will be renting the rest of their life. They just, but when you go into a neighborhood and you see paint everywhere and dumpsters, and now they done moved in a yoga studio, that's where you want to do a fix and flip.
Yeah.
Because that's gentrification. When they opening up coffee shops, okay, you get my point. They're gonna teach you so much about real estate. Your awareness is just gonna grow. It's amazing. And then step number 7 is the world of trusts. Queen, I thought of this immediately when I saw your brand, because listen to me, that Corporate Transparency Act is about to come for us. But even before then, your business should be owned by your trust. Your home should be owned by your trust. Your cars, your children should be trust fund babies. You get to defer taxes indefinitely with a trust. This is what Zuckerberg or Bezos or Trump, this is the world they play in, right? But the beauty of it is that now we get to play in this world too. The whole idea is that you just want to be earning enough money to pay for the 3 F's, food, fashion, and fun. Other than that, you should qualify for benefits. Ain't that something?
Yeah.
We never taught this stuff. But now you're going to be able to sell family trust, business trust, and charitable foundation trust. Again, you don't need any licenses. You don't need any certificates. And we're working with the same team that sold Kamala Harris her trust.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So that's about it. You got TaxBot. I know you're using something to track all your taxes. When you drive to a convention or pay for something like that, you get to write all that off. The Nove Library has 20,000 of the best books ever written in 20-minute audio summaries. We even have a book summary book club, right? It's really cool. And then there's a white label partner program. So when somebody becomes a white label partner, they can take their brand, put it on everything, and then set their own prices. So it's really beautiful. All of a sudden, it's amazing. Your brand, like imagine, your brand on the debit card. your brand's under business credit. Your brand's on, right? And then you get to set your own prices, and then you use our no money down financing. So you get all your money in 48 hours.
Mm.
So let's just say, your next convention, you have somebody there helping you at the table, like, your beautiful daughter. And then you walk around to all the other vendors like I was doing in Houston. Queen, they all need business credit. Let's say you're charging $6,000 for the business credit. Okay. Well, let's say you give Nove the wholesale price, which is around $1,000. It can be $625, it can be $1,250, but let's just say it's $1,500. Then you give your homeboy $500 because he's real good at helping people get cars in their business name. Okay, well, check it out. You still made $4,000 clean, and you got it in 48 hours. They haven't even made a payment yet, and you've already been paid. You do that 6 times, you've paid off the whole price of the white label. Tax professionals need this. Credit repair organizations need this. Church treasurers, bookkeepers, anybody that's in life insurance salespeople. Everybody needs a white label. And when you become an affiliate with us, you get to refer them to that, change their whole life. And I'm going to show you how you get paid off that in a minute.
Okay.
Because basically, we're like the Amazon of financial services. We're like a Walmart of finance. You know how an iPhone is like, oh, there's an app for that. As you see, we've got a financial service no matter what level the person's at. Maybe they're falling out of control and need a trust. Really, you need a trust if you're middle class and above. Or maybe they're completely unbanked. Regardless, you got something for them. And instead of earning a few cents to a few dollars per sale, with Nove, you get to earn up to thousands per sale. So like, look at the personal credit. You're making $85 each. Now, you're not doing nothing, Queen. You're just referring them to your website. Nove's making the consultations. Nove's mailing the letters. Nove's writing the letters to negotiate, all of that. With the business credit, you're making $500 each time. And again, Nove's doing all the work. Nove's got the advisory team. Nove's got the software. Nove's got the $50,000 funding guarantee, but you get paid. Remember I said you become a walking, talking lending tree with all that funding and lending. You're making up to 6% of the referrals. So let's say somebody does a $500,000 cash advance. You just made $30,000. You didn't even do nothing.
Wow.
With the trust, you're making up to $3,500. With the white label partner program, you're making up to $4,000. Plus you get 10% the rest of your life.
Wow.
We got full training websites, everything from how to convert your IG page to make money to 24 ways to find more customers, how to give yourself an instant pay raise, which is a trick a lot of people don't know about when you become a business owner. The minute you join, you already done won because you get to adjust that W-4. And then you got yacht parties, lifestyle events, Queen. We do cruises. There's all kinds of leaderboard competitions, if that's fun for you. Book summary, book club, we talked about that. You can win money just for liking posts and stuff. We got all types of super Saturday trainings. It's just really comprehensive, and we hold your hand every step of the way. Even the customer service and support is just magnificent. And you can do all of this for as little as $99, Queen.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting that.
The DIY program comes with the $99. If you bring in 5 customers in the first 30 days, you get an extra $500. So then you can take that money and upgrade. Or you can start on the plus because the DIY becomes done for you. Remember I said when you join, they start improving your credit for free. But that's what I was talking about. And then there is the pro. The pro allows you to offer the white label program, the business credit building, the consumer finance, everything's in the pro. And that one's only $499. And it's all tax deductible.
Okay.
So that is how simple it is, Queen. And then you got me, you'll put them on a Zoom like this. You'll send it out to your email list, or you'll call a few of your lieutenants first. You'll get them on the Zoom with me. I'll explain everything. They'll sign up using your link, and then we do it again the next day, or we do it again 3 days from then. It's really easy, and it feels so good knowing you ain't selling some magical pill or some we know this stuff is working because you see the
Mhm.
credit score going up. You see their life improving. So it's just a lot of fun.
Okay. Well, I'm all in. It sounds really good. Sounds like everything that I want to get into. You know, and I'm everything that I'm already talking about, but just not offering.
So we about to have a ball. I'm telling you, I saw it the minute I'm starting to listen more to, I'm starting to be more obedient and being able to hear God when he's talking to me. It's uncanny. But when I saw you, the minute I got a feel for what you were doing, I'm like, you're in our tribe. You just don't know it yet. You're one of us. So I'm gonna send you this thing right now. And welcome to
Okay.
the family, Queen. And text message me once you're done because I got some Facebook groups to add you to, all kinds of cool stuff. And we're gonna get this party started.
Okay.
And have a good night. Tell your daughter I said, what's up?
Okay, I will, and you too.
Yes, ma'am. And I'll talk to you real soon. Welcome to the family, Queen.
Okay, thank you.
All right.